the middle of the night. The house is quiet. You're either just about to fall asleep, or you've gotten up to get something from the kitchen. And then it happens. Your dog starts twitching in their sleep. The paws begin to tremble. Then they move as if running. The lips quiver. A faint sound escapes. Maybe something like a whimper. Maybe a muffled bark. The eyes are closed, but the eyelids flutter gently. You freeze. Sometimes you lean down, wanting to touch them. Sometimes you just stand there watching, not knowing what to do. And the thought crosses your mind. What are they seeing? This question leads somewhere much deeper than you'd expect. Because scientists have been searching for the answer for decades. And what they found opens a window into your dog's mind that you've never imagined before. Most people see this and think one of two things. Either they assume their dog is dreaming and find it endearing, or they get worried and wonder whether it might be a seizure. Both are far from the truth, because the reality is both far more scientific and far more moving. When your dog twitches in their sleep, when they tremble, when their paws move as if running, they might be experiencing something that involves you. Or they might be reliving that moment at the park earlier today. Or something that exists only in their mind, something you've never seen. But here's the thing. To understand any of this, we first need to answer one question. Do dogs actually dream? And the answer is far more definitive than you might think. Let's clear the simple explanations off the table. For years, the common belief was this: dogs sleep, rest, and wake up. They might have some reflex movements, but those are just neural twitches. Dreaming requires consciousness, and consciousness belongs to humans. Here's the real truth. This belief has been completely dismantled by neuroscience. Researchers Matthew Wilson and his student Kenway Louie at MIT made a historic discovery in 2001. While studying rats, they measured brain activity during sleep and found something remarkable. In the hippocampus, the brain region associated with memory and learning, the events of the day were replaying almost exactly as they had occurred. The animals were re-experiencing their waking lives in their dreams. Think about this from your own life. Do you remember the dreams you had during exam season? Sitting back in the exam hall? Or when you were first learning to drive? Feeling the steering wheel in your hands while you slept? The brain processes what it learned during the day while you sleep at night. Consolidates. It replays. Dogs do exactly this. And subsequent research revealed that this process is experienced far more intensely in dogs than in humans. So what do dogs dream about? To answer that question directly, you would need to enter your dog's mind. And that isn't possible yet. But there are indirect clues, remarkably powerful ones. Harvard psychologist Deirdre Barrett, in her research on dreams, said this: animals most likely dream about what they experienced during the day. If they ran in the park today, they're running through it in their dreams. If they waited for you, they're waiting for you in their dreams. Think about that. That twitching paw in the middle of the night. Those quivering lips. Those eyelids beginning to flutter. At that moment, maybe your dog is running that same path you ran together this morning. Maybe they're finally catching that infuriating squirrel. Or maybe they're simply reliving that afternoon they spent sleeping beside you. Your scent, your warmth, experiencing it all over again. And then this question arises. Are these always happy dreams? No. Research shows that dogs experience both positive and negative dream states. Stressed dogs can reprocess traumatic moments during sleep. In dogs that have been abandoned or mistreated, behaviors observed during sleep align closely with the symptoms of post-traumatic stress seen in humans. And now ask yourself this. If your dog whimpers in their sleep or twitches very frequently, is that just a vivid dream? Or is it the outward expression of something that has been building up? Let's go a little deeper, because your dog's sleep cycle works in ways that are both similar to and different from yours. In humans, sleep consists of several stages. One of the most important is REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. During this stage, the eyes move rapidly beneath closed lids. Brain activity rises to levels close to wakefulness. And the vast majority of dreams occur during this stage. Dogs enter REM sleep too. And in dogs, REM sleep occurs at much more frequent intervals than in humans. A human reaches REM sleep after 4 to 5 hours of deep sleep cycles. A dog, by contrast, can cycle in and out of this stage every 20 to 30 minutes. What this means is that over the course of an 8-hour sleep, your dog moves through far more dream stages than you do in a single night. And here is where an interesting detail comes in. When a dog's brainwaves are studied during sleep, the activation patterns observed during the transition from slow-wave sleep to REM correspond almost precisely to the things the dog learned and experienced during the day. The brain is processing the day, categorizing it, recording it, and in that recording process, it's recording you too. And now, let's get to a detail that most people don't know about, and one that is genuinely surprising. The way a dog dreams is directly related to their size. Smaller breeds enter REM sleep far more frequently than larger breeds, but their REM stages are shorter. Larger breeds experience REM less frequently, but their episodes are far longer and deeper. What this means in practice: a small Yorkshire Terrier's dreams are frequent but fragmented. A large German Shepherd's dreams are less frequent but involve a much longer, much deeper dive. And what about age? Puppies and senior dogs spend significantly more time in REM sleep than adult dogs. Scientists explain this as follows. The volume of new information a puppy needs to process is enormous. Everything is new, everything is being recorded. In senior dogs, the brain continues to process and reprocess a lifetime of accumulated experience. What you give your dog to experience throughout their life shapes the content of their dreams. So what can you actually do with all of this? Knowing that your dog's dreams are largely shaped by what they experience during the day, how should that change the way you live with them? Here are 3 practical steps you can start tonight. First, observe. If your dog twitches or trembles during sleep, that is normal and healthy. But pay attention. Is it happening very intensely or very frequently? When they wake, do they seem confused, disoriented, or frightened? These patterns may indicate that your dog is carrying high levels of stress during the day that their brain is working to process at night. Keep a note, on paper or on your phone. Track which days are followed by more twitching. The answer might surprise you. Second, don't touch your dog during a dream state. This is one of the most common mistakes owners make. Suddenly waking your dog while they are twitching interrupts the brain's critical information processing stage. Beyond that, an abrupt awakening can trigger reactive aggression in some dogs. A dog woken in fear may interpret their surroundings as a threat. Even if you know they're safe, their brain cannot make that connection in an instant. Watch. Speak softly if you need to, but don't touch. Third, quality time during the day means quality sleep at night. The most evidence-backed way to improve your dog's sleep quality is to give them rich, meaningful experiences during the day. Not just physical exercise, but send enrichment, new environments, social interaction, and moments of focused attention with you. The more good material you give the brain to process, the deeper and more restorative the sleep. And research consistently shows that dogs who live in safe, stimulating environments during the day show far fewer stress indicators at night. Now think about your dog sleeping in that corner of the room tonight. The paws begin to tremble gently. The lips quiver. Maybe a small sound escapes. Now you know. This is not just a neural reflex. The brain is rewriting the day, categorizing it, recording it, and in all likelihood, somewhere in there, you're part of it. That moment you played in the park this morning. That afternoon you sat side by side on the couch. The moment they saw you walk through the door. These things don't disappear. They go on living in dreams. And now, the most important question. What about when you sleep? What does your dog feel while watching over you in the night? Why do some dogs never leave their owner's side while they sleep? Why are they right there beside you when you open your eyes in the morning? In the next video, we'll share what science has to say about this. And the answer shows that what we share with dogs in sleep is far deeper than any of us have imagined. Share in the comments what your dog does while sleeping. Do they twitch? Do they make sounds? What position do they sleep in? And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.